very excited about it. Just been so happy with her life choices. She's a great Christian girl, and she's found a great Christian guy, and they seem to do very well together. They've been together for a couple of years now, and we love Ben, and we have nothing but great hopes for them.
Yeah, they seem to be a very good match, and so that pleases us. I kind of envisioned this day maybe another 5 years down the road, but this is okay. They seem to be a really nice, mature young couple, so we're pleased with her choice, and I think it'll work well for them. Yeah.
Well, I walked down the aisle, unfortunately early, and I'm already crying, but I'm very happy, emotional.
So she got to look at the pictures that are on the seats outside of when he was a baby and growing up, and does the same thing to me. Just kind of takes us back and breaks us up. But I am excited about him getting married because I know that he's in God's will, and she's just an awesome woman. She's going to make an awesome wife and mom.
Something fun that happened this morning, Jess got pooped on by a bird, which was hysterical. So that was a great way to start the day. And Ben's sisters and my sisters got to meet during the bachelorette party, and that was so funny, just watching them all interact and just the new inside jokes that everyone's found and everything. I think that's just so fun. The first time that Ben and I met was we were at one of our friends' dorms, and we were playing the jelly bean roulette kind of a game. And so his first impression of me was spitting out like an egg-flavored jelly bean into a trash can. So you could tell I was a keeper at that point. No, we just started off just hanging out as friends. We didn't really, we knew each other for about a year. And then we didn't really get to know each other until partway through our sophomore year. And our first date was just a wild ride. We were driving around in the middle of the night, ended up in another county, tried to save a stray dog. It was also Halloween, so we ended up at an IHOP with all of these middle-aged people in cat suits and crazy stuff. But it's been a lot of highs and a lot of lows, and we've just grown closer through all of it. And even this morning I was looking at old photos of us and where we started, and just even how different we look now and how we aren't awkward in photos together. We've kind of grown together. We just grown to love each other and know each other's hearts more. And yeah, he's my best friend, so. There's a couple things I love about Ben. My instinct makes me want to say his happy lines. He has little happy lines whenever he smiles on his, next to his eyes. But the thing I love most about him is just how true and genuine he is. He just loves others so well, and he loves me so well, and really cares, and I don't know, he's such a compassionate and caring person. I just love that about him. I never want to forget the first time I see him, and just the emotion that comes up with that. I think that'll be really special and sweet, and we'll just get a moment to talk to each other and see each other and just hold each other, and I think that will just be that feeling in that moment. I don't want to forget that at all. I'm currently shaking. Yeah, I feel super nervous, but really excited. Started tearing up in the car on the way over here, and I've teared up a couple times this morning, so I think I'm just so excited to see him. I'm sorry, I'm tearing up now.
So our bachelor party was last week, and I think probably my favorite moment was they showed my favorite movie, Hot Rod, on the movie screen, and that was awesome, and we all just kind of got to sit around and laugh at how stupid that movie was, and that was a lot of fun. Today it was just an adventure trying to get everyone out of bed and ready to roll. But I mean, yeah, other than that, it's been a lot of fun. I spent a lot of time with the guys over the last couple of days just prepping, and like, it's kind of like that last moment of like, oh, I can be out till 3 o'clock in the morning and stuff. And so it's been cool just enjoying those moments and stuff. I'd say that's probably been the most fun thing to happen. Yeah, so our story was a giant God thing. Like, from the moment it started, it was like just the Lord putting each other in each other's lives. It was like He was healing parts of us that we didn't know existed, or like parts of us that needed healing that we didn't even know we needed healing in and stuff, and just like really breaking chains through our relationship, which was like the first big sign that like, oh man, this is something real. And so I think, you know, from beginning to end, it's been characterized by a lot of God. Even in like in the low times, it was, you know, really leaning on Him to pull us through and keep us together and keep us strong and stuff. And in the high times, it was just like, man, look at how well He's like providing for us right now. And you know, He's really making a way. He was very present in like every little bit of our relationship from the beginning. It was great. So. I would never want to forget probably just the look of her coming down the aisle. I'd say that's probably like the number one thing. It's like that moment when like seeing her come out of those doors for the first time. I know it's just gonna be huge. Like I can only imagine how it's gonna feel right now. But like then it'll be the world right then. And so that's something that like you only get once in your life, is that moment, like the door's opening and she's right there. Like, so I think that's probably the one thing I wouldn't want to forget about today. man, it was a lot of footsteps. You know, I had a couple people walk up behind me. I heard the like stomp of it, and I was like, oh, that's not her, obviously. But then I started hearing like the heels. I heard the heels coming, and on the wood of the bridge, and I lost it immediately. Like the second I heard the first foot hit, Marie was down there clicking pictures, and I knew immediately she was coming, and I just like, oh gosh, she's here, and like turned around, and she was just knockout gorgeous. Yeah, I mean, I told her, I said, you look like a supermodel. Like, I almost didn't like, I mean, she's beautiful just as is, but like, I don't know, she looked so radiant. Like, I couldn't, it was crazy. Like, there was like tears and stuff, but like, there was so much joy. And like, her joy is a different kind of joy. I feel her joy differently than I feel other people's joy. So like, her in front of me, like just excited and ready to see me, like feeling the exact way I was feeling, you know, it was huge, and you can see it all over her face. And like, I mean, she's just gorgeous. Like I don't have the words for it.
Ready to make that commitment? Okay, here we go. Ben, repeat after me, okay? Kate, I love you, and because of that love,
Kate, I love you, and because of that love,
and in the knowledge that God has brought us together, I, Ben, take you, Kate, to be my wedded wife.
I, Ben, take you, Kate, to be my wedded wife.
To have and to hold from this day forward. For better and for worse, for richer and for poorer. In sickness and in health. To love and honor and to cherish till death do us part. According to God's holy ordinance, I pledge you my faithfulness. According to God's holy ordinance. I pledge you my faithfulness. Good job. Okay, Kate. Repeat after me. Ben, I love you, and because of that love.
Ben, I love you, and because of that love,
And in the knowledge that God has brought us together. I, Kate, take you, Ben. To be my wedded husband. To have and to hold. From this day forward. For better and for worse. For richer and for poorer. In sickness and in health. To love and to cherish. Obey till death do us part. According to God's holy ordinance, I pledge you my faithfulness. You have consented together in Christian marriage under God, under the authority of my position as a minister of the gospel. I pronounce you husband and wife. Ben, it's time, baby. Get some right.
It's been a while since we felt the way we did back when we were dumb and younger. It's been a while since I looked into your eyes and saw starlight, bold, bright colors. Yeah, when I'm down, when I'm dry, no one else. I would choose you over and over. I would choose you over and over. I would choose you over and over again, again. And after all we've been through, there's no one else for me but you. I would choose you over and over again, again. You are the real thing. Novel before the film, all the nuance, every letter. And you do things to me like they have never been done. A love like ours could last forever and ever. When I'm down, me up. When I'm dry, no one else. No one. I would choose you over and over. I would choose you over and over. I would choose you over and over again, again. And after all we've been through, there's no one else for me but you. I would choose you over and over again, again. When I'm down, when I'm dry, no one else, no one. I would choose you over and over. I would choose you over and over. I would choose you over and over again, again.
I think I hope to remember most those little moments with her, like the subtle like glances and the seeing her first time down the aisle, or like our first look, like seeing her in her dress the first time. Like those are the moments I really want to remember, because I think those get lost so quickly. It's like that moment that you forget about because it was so small, but that in that moment it was like everything to you. Those were the moments that meant the most to me today, and the moments that like I hope to carry on forever and like never forget, like really focus on. And like in those moments when it's hard and like we're fighting or angry or bitter or whatever, we can look back on those moments and just be like I still think you're the most incredible person in the world, even though you're really frustrating me right now. So I don't know, I think all in all, I just want to remember the start. I want to remember the beginnings of what's going to be an amazing life and an amazing marriage to an amazing woman.
You stole my answer. Really. I mean, I want to remember the small moments. Like we have a thing where we always do like 1, 4, 3 with our hands to each other. We always do 1, 4, 3 if we're across the room from each other, and it's just our little way of saying I love you. When we actually can't like verbally say it, and just us standing up there, like no one else probably noticed, but we like told each other we loved each other while we're just standing there. And gosh, I'm gonna cry. I don't want to forget those feelings. I don't want to forget those moments of like glancing over at you, like looking at you read the Bible, then my note in the Bible, and just the little stuff of catching your glance up at the altar and catching your glance across the dance floor. Just all of this, just like this such simple, sweet moments that, would be so overlooked, but just mean the most, and just all of the weight that, because that's what makes the love, is just those sweet and simple, intimate moments that no one else really notices. So.
Yeah, and I think those small moments are actually the big moments, They're the moments that meant the most to us, and those are the big moments, Not this whole big elaborate thing. It was not ever about the party. It was always about, like, those small moments together, and just enjoying, unifying together into one body is not just like, it's not one moment. It's not putting the rings on each other's fingers. It's the process. It's those little big moments, So.
Yeah. Love you.
Love you.